What's up, Aquarius? Welcome to Spread Space. I'm ClairV, and here we have our Timeless Tarot. Last month was Gemini season, and we let the unknown be shown. And this month, Five of Cups, disappointment. This month, are we being disappointed with what we were shown? Or was what we were shown disappointing? Perhaps we were shown some kind of lies or something that made us real emotional, like in a sea of emotions that were like almost like not in control of our emotion. But I got out the Mystical Moments Tarot with the Fourth Tarot. And these cards keep falling. The Seven of Cups in reverse debug. Let's hear the cards and see. We're finding out some details about this, what was shown. Unknown or known details of what was shown. Alright, here we go. These came out sideways like this. I'm gonna put them like this. And the Six of Swords, Science. I guess those are the three that fell. They're gonna be on top. Okay, so we have the Four of Swords left in my hand. The Truce, the Four of Swords in reverse. The Truce. Perhaps we have to pick a target and aim for that target. But it's like we have to aim towards this target with 4 different thoughts. Perhaps this is like your emotion, your material, your spiritual, and your physical. And perhaps these thoughts or decisions perhaps that we make because of this has to be almost like balanced out. All 4 of them things need to be looked over. This same X, cross, and bullseye is this same X here, and in this bullseye is this cross. So perhaps the cross is this, and we're looking up facts. Perhaps there has to be, but in this, you know, this 4 goes to 6. So perhaps we have to keep this balanced with, you know what I said, our emotions, mind, body, soul, whatever. And then what to move up in order to move from this 4 of Swords, which is resting and healing after the 3 of Swords heartbreak. And then we go to this 5, this challenge and change, till we get to 6. There's finally a balance. We finally have some kind of clues, or perhaps we have 2 more ideas that help us. It gives us more of a balance instead of it being just like this, a crisscross. It makes for a more sturdy foundation. Yes. Alright, these knights over here, a lot of people. Let's start. Oh, we have all the 9s on this side, and then we have a lot of people. Knight, prince, princess, knight. So maybe this month we're dealing with a lot of people, a lot of messages, we have the activist and the journalist. It's like we're standing up for what we believe in, speaking out for it, almost like this activist. But it's like we're looking up all this information, research, clues. This is what we're doing. We're healing, probably clues for healing or clues for the spirituality. And this also gives us another clue with the Knight of Pentacles below this activist, this Princess of Swords. We have this standing up for what's right, standing up for what we believe in. You know, she has this microphone, this, you know, megaphone. So not only can people right hear her, but like everybody can hear her. She does have a belly button ring. don't know what this means, but this is telling us with this activist on top of the Knight of Pentacles like this is telling us that this is a real spiritual journey, that it's like a slow and steady process. This is going to, it's like putting together all of these pieces to this puzzle, and all of these pieces are these thoughts or these ideas. We go from one cross to a whole bunch and a whole bunch of ideas. Perhaps this is why this Prince of Wands is on top here. It's like the journalist. Perhaps we have to write down all of these ideas or all of the things, and that's what's going to set us free. We have this 10 oppression in reverse. Perhaps it tells us to stick with it, or perhaps we get some news of this freedom. And then we have the other Knight of Pentacles. Here we have the 10, right, of oppression in reverse, and we have both of the Knight of Pentacles. This Knight of Pentacles is walking into the oppression like this, and this Knight of Pentacles is walking out. It's like you walk into this 10 of Swords, this like world. Like all of these mental thoughts, perhaps these thoughts like aren't your own thoughts. They're like they're thinking of things that what others said to keep you chained down, or to keep you feeling like, you know, oppressed, to keep you oppressed. So it's like you're walking with this Knight of Pentacles into this oppression. You walk through the oppression, and it's like now you're free from responsibility. And not only are you free from responsibility, but with this 8 of Swords in reverse, you're free from these thoughts in your mind. You're free from these this stress, this anxiety. And this is like you're being guided by some kind of spirit. 2 more people here. The Princess of Cups in reverse on top of the Knight of Cups, the seducer. It's like this seducer is trying to almost like get this Princess of Cups drunk, and this is her, like, you know, drunk in reverse. And perhaps this is what keeps something covered, or it keeps your guard up or something, or perhaps keep your guard up against this Knight of Cups. Or maybe this Knight of Cups comes with some kind of bad news about something that was covered or something like this. But we do have the 3 of Swords, the sorrow in reverse. So like I said, we're getting out of this hurt energy and we're healing, you know, this sorrow. When the 3 of Swords are in reverse, the swords are now coming out. And it was on top of this prudence. In order to rid this heartbreak, we have to take a break. It's like take a break from heartbreak in a sense. Perhaps we do have to look at the bigger picture. It's like these things from the tree are coming up, and it's like bit X is now like this with another one. And then we have the 9 of Wands with the 9 of Cups. All these 9s and 10s, Aquarius, you're definitely in this like major transition energy. We're changing. And with these 9 of Wands, we are finally healing these scars. You see all the scars? It's like they're no longer bleeding. You know, they're healing really good. And we are not only happy here, like alone in our own skin, like even happy for our scars and our pain, but we're sharing this happiness or sharing this pain of our scars with like a whole bunch of other people too. can't see on the top of the deck for Aquarius. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. I was thinking with all of these 9s and 10s, there's got to be some aces, right? And then another Page of Pentacles in reverse. So perhaps we do have to like drop something in order for us to be free. We have to drop some kind of responsibility. Perhaps this is what this journalist is, this Prince of Wands. Perhaps we have to drop something that we're like, drop like this sporadic, or drop a passion, drop something that yeah, look, y'all, with the Emperor right here, this is so telling us we definitely have to have discipline when dealing with this. This is Mars in Scorpio. So we have all of this fire energy under the surface. So this is like boiling and boiling and boiling. That's why it's like this darkness coming from underneath. This is why we have to like stand in our power at this time. And the moon in Scorpio. And not, yeah, Scorpio is heavy, y'all. The moon in Scorpio and Mars in Scorpio. So when Mars and the moon are both in Scorpio, this is acting on emotions under the surface. It's like these emotions under the surface are wheeling out through here, like going to our top and like exploding out. Perhaps other people get the brunt of this. And then this is Scorpio too, Mercury in Aquarius. So maybe Scorpio's reading will be helpful, and Mars, which is like Aries, and the moon, which is Cancer. So maybe this will help you when it comes to what we do to let this out, and Scorpios and Mars will help us with this under the surface. It's like we are finding this under the surface. Perhaps we are gaining clues about this. When we split this deck, we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. So we already have the 8 of Cups in reverse. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse and the 8 of Swords in reverse. Now we have the 8 of Cups in reverse. So the only thing we're missing is the 8 of Wands, which is that fiery energy. I thought we did have the 8 of Cups in reverse. Now I have this indolence indolence in reverse and the Emperor. Perhaps the Emperor is here because he's telling us that we have to rebuild our brain cells and rebuild these neurons in our brain, so that way we can retrain or reprogram the brain into, we're into these same habits or going back to the same thing emotionally. So if we change what we do on a daily basis and change, spark these neurons in our brain to fire differently, then it will help us gain the courage to walk away from what no longer serves us. On the undercurrent, we have the King of Pentacles. So all of this is definitely going to be worth it. Not only are we going to be able to stand in our own spiritual power on this journey, but we're going to be able to help other people. We're going to be able to plant many seeds, and from them seeds, many fruits grow. Yes, definitely. Your whole crown chakra is lit up. So perhaps this is what it is. It's like a whole city or a whole town in your head. I don't know, that's weird, right? Or perhaps this is what we're doing. We're thinking about a town. And yeah, we got the Page of Wands. So we're really focusing and looking, searching, researching on, on how to get through this with the least amount of of resistance, or, you know, the least amount of hurt or pain. And then you've got the Magus in reverse, which it's like we're missing something. Perhaps we are missing the truth. Maybe Gemini will help us with the truth, but we have the Pentacle, we have the Cup, and I don't see the Wand or the Sword. So perhaps, yeah, this is what this is about, this passion, thoughts about our passion, you know, thinking about this passion, this Prince of Wands and the Princess of Swords, you know, and this Knight of Pentacles, they're all together, and this Knight of Swords is in reverse as well. So perhaps there is a lie or some kind of misjudgment. Yeah, and here this X is here too. Oh, there's a lot of these X's. Perhaps we have to put 2 things together or 4 things together. But definitely where these intersect at the corner is the main focus, this bullseye. So perhaps we do have to make a goal and make this our center point and aim for that. It's like we can't do anything else until this goal's completed. Knight of Swords again. And on top of the deck, it's the Ace of Wands. This reminds me of this 9-tailed fox. You have 3, 6, 9. There's 9 tails. It's like the Kinsu or something. It's in Japanese mythology, I think. I spoke about the 9-tailed fox in one of my videos from like 2018. I think it was like a Pisces video or maybe a Sagittarius video on the 9-tailed fox. And what's the story about that? It's really like this spirit or whatever, and it's like all about magic, and basically it's about finding the power within you. It's like there was like a demon inside of her or something, and it's like this came out. But what I see here is like these 9 tails, and it's like you getting passion or energy from this bullseye, from in this center, and it's like we are standing or taking all of this and standing in our power. It's like I see the one spiritual card where it's like the one person's here and there's like 10 people above them, but they're not people. It's like perhaps other people's thoughts or your thoughts in your head, and this is like standing in our own power, like bringing all of these thoughts into one big, good, powerful thought, and standing in our truth, in this passion with our thoughts. And this, I see Uranus in here heavy, so perhaps this happens suddenly, where it's like suddenly we definitely have to be like this Prince of Swords, and with this 6 of Swords and the Prince of Swords, gain this information and this knowledge, perhaps with this, what this all is, you know, balance with, you know, this emotional thought, with this material thought, with this spiritual thought. And perhaps that's going to be the next collective reading, you know, mind, body, and soul. Go down to the depths of you to reach out for this, or to dig for this kind, or to dig for this kind of, you know, fire or spark to get through this. Look, we can't do this. It's like X. This is Dominion, the 2 of Wands, and I was saying that fire of the passion, it almost looks like a starfish, when you make this decision about where you're going, this new life change, when you decide on where to go, then you will be granted this, where to go. Or perhaps this is what you have to do. Use this power within you to make this decision, is to go on a new life path, or you take these new values, or learn this new spiritual, you're on a new spiritual journey. And it's like we have to drop the old to pick up the new. And here, all this cross again with all these intersections. Perhaps we do have to like cross-examine or cross something. Something about the middle, and perhaps it has to do with this talking about bravery, and talking about positivity, and talking about our plans and what we want. And I said the only thing we didn't have was the Eight of Wands, and here is the Eight of Wands. This is a lot of movement. Suddenly all these things are up in the air, and perhaps this is why we have to drop things. We have to let go of what doesn't fit this new spiritual narrative, or what doesn't, we're definitely cutting off all these, at least 3 strings that we have attached. So, and we do that with this Ace of Wands, digging it in. Up, and here's the defeat. You definitely win. The truth is now out. It's like, alright, like if you resonate, Aquarius, and yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and thank you so much. Come back. Hopefully this was helpful. Yeah, it's like once you drop something, you pick something else up that's bigger. Alright. Thank you so very much, Aquarius. I hope this was helpful. Love y'all. Bye.